see how hard it is to install this thing.
It's a wireless backup camera. I'm so excited for this one. Yeah, so let's open the box and see what it looks like. Ooh. So we've got protective foam. We've got instruction manual. That's always important because, you know, even though I'm a man, I really should read the instructions. It has a big monitor right there. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's got protective plastic. I kind of want to peel it off, but I'll wait. I'll wait to peel it off. Yeah, we're gonna wait to peel it off. And pull this out. And here is the camera. That's pretty fun. Camera cable. It's got lights for night vision. What else we got here? Oh, here's the base mount for the monitor, mount for the camera. So you can have it, oh yeah, mount it in all sorts of different ways, it looks like. We've got a power cord for the camera and a 12-volt lighter plug for the monitor, which is handy dandy because, you know what? I could move this from vehicle to vehicle. Move it from Kenny to Low and Slow when you're gonna haul something. So yeah, there's that, and then the antennas. So we got, being that it's wireless, you, I assume, just screw these antennas on. Screw these antennas. It's my good technical term. Yeah, that's not too bad. And this one, we'll screw an antenna on this one. Let's give this a whirl. Looks like it's the same for both one. I could read the instructions, but I don't think I need to. I think it's that easy. Kind of digging it. Not gonna lie, kind of digging it. And we've got some hardware with some screws. Oh, more screws. You know how I like screws. And the knobs to hold the mounts. And we've got, oh, a little sunshade. That is fantastic. Because you know the one problem when you get glare off your dash, you can't see things. So that's where it's good to have that. So, and there's a mount and some little screws for the mount. And that's it. That's the box. Okay, so I can't wait to install this, let me tell you. I really can't. So we're gonna put this like this. So it's got a little shade. It's like it's wearing a little hat. And then I guess this mounts like this. Yeah. And I've got, let's take a look at this. I've got some holes already in the dash and Kenny that we could probably use to mount the monitor to, or we could put the monitor up high. That might be cool too. Although I don't know that I have any. Well, maybe I do. We'll take a look. But the beauty of this is it plugs into your cigarette lighter, so you can either wire it permanently or wire it into your cigarette lighter. And so we're going to give that a whirl. And the camera simply has a positive and a negative. So camera, positive or negative. I wonder if this is, so this is must have two, oh, well that's really cool. So I could mount this. So this is sticky and this is like a mount. So if I slide it up there, look at that. I didn't even read the directions to figure this out. So I could mount this up above. Huh? Look at that. Oh, I'm excited, guys. I'm really excited. Yeah, I think that's gonna work really neat. I think it's fantastic. So, and then we've got our little camera. It's actually not that little. Got a little smudge on my lens. It's actually a nice big lens. It's nice that it's got a cover over that as well. And then the question is, do you mount it like this? Or do you mount it like this? And I'm guessing, how many of these are there? 1, 2, maybe I should read the instructions. These ones look like they're mounts for, because they're like the screw ones with your thumb screws. And these ones are probably the Allen head ones. We want it pointed down probably. Yeah, just like that. So I can have it vertical, down, or I could have it flipped right around. That rhymes. Vertical, down, flipped right around. I know, I'm crazy. So, I am gonna go take a look on the truck as to where I can install this on the back. Because I'm not sure, you know, it's a backup camera, but it could also be used as a side camera. And, you know, being that the cab overs don't have great visibility on the passenger side, that would probably be handy. But I think for now, we'll do it as a backup camera and maybe hook it up so that it's powered to one of my spare switches so I can just flip it on. And the beauty is I don't have to run an antenna wire. So now I got to determine where to put the camera. And I'm looking at the back, and on the top of the whale tail, I've got 4 bolts. And I was thinking it'd be kind of handy to use bolts holes that are already there. And then it's up nice and high, so the camera's like, you know, shooting down like this for a bird's eye view. So I'm gonna quickly whip up a bracket, do that, and then for now, I'll just run the wire straight down the back of the cab and tie it into one of my power wires behind the cab. Okay, camera's mounted. I made a bracket to put it on the whale tail, but I think what I might do is move the cable over to here so it's kind of hidden. So I'll do that, and what's kind of cool is the only thing I have to do is hook up a positive and a ground. Power and a ground. So I'm going to find a power and a ground that I have back here where I have my horns hooked up and stuff, and hook that up, and then we'll go in the cab and see where's a good spot to put the monitor. So yeah, there we go. Camera's all wired up. I wired it into switch power down here that I happen to have. And it, it just needs power and ground. So I can flip it on and off if I want as far as providing power to it. And I ran the wire down behind my air intake so that you can't see the wire. Ha! Well, we're inside. It's snowing outside, which is kind of pretty. You can see it through the shop windows. But I got a light on, and I think I'm gonna mount the monitor up there. Now the monitor comes with a fairly decent size length of cord. So I think I'm gonna mount it right there so that while I'm driving, I can see it. And I had a screw hole here already, so we're gonna take advantage of that. So I've got a screw holding it. There's a little track back here. So we'll slip this thing on. How does that go? It goes like this. There we go. We can turn this so that it's right there. There. So let's plug this sucker in and see what it looks like. Now I'm gonna run this wire over here and down the center post. And I got a cigarette lighter here, and I don't smoke, so I don't think I'll ever use that. There we go. Now we power it up. No signal. Oh. And I gotta flip the switch on that I have powered for the rear. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That looks pretty cool, actually. And then I can just sit here, drive away, look up. It's got an option for the backup thingies, which I don't need. Put that off. Menu. Your picture if you want to adjust it. Mirror flip, so if you're forward facing, you would do that. Because if you were forward facing, you'd want this to be on your left side, whereas right now, that truck is on my right side, so that's correct. What else do we got? Your modes, so you can have multiple cameras, up to 4 cameras, and have split screens and have your different modes of view. We don't want any of that, so we'll go back. Cam setup, it's to dictate which ones 1, 2, 3, and 4. Your system preferences, play, so you can play your whatever you have recorded, and here you can record, rewrite, so it just records in a loop, and format your memory card. Then we'll go back to there. So yeah, guys, that's pretty cool. I quite like it. I'm gonna give this a whirl, take it out, and go for a rip and see what it's like while we're driving. I have to say, something I really like about this wireless camera is being able to see what's behind me all the time. And if I push this, it'll give me, you know, kind of indicator lines for backing up, but that would be if it's lower to the ground. I have it set quite high, but you can turn it off just like that. But being able to see the cars coming up behind you is so handy. And you know what, if I had a fifth wheel on this truck, to be able to back into the fifth wheel with that, to be able to see, especially if your mirrors are dirty or your mirrors are a little bit out of adjustment like mine are right now, it's kind of fantastic. I'm kind of loving it, to tell you the truth, guys. But yeah, right now I'm gonna give it a good solid 9 out of 10. We'll have to do some more testing to see if it gets a 10 out of 10. If it was a red housing, maybe it'd be 10, but in actually all honesty, black is perfect because it blends into the interior and looks totally custom and factory. And the beauty is you can't see the little antenna there, and it works so good because it's wireless. You don't have to worry about running some goofy wire that, you know, for the signal. So you could use it on your RV, put it on a trailer. Yeah, super easy. I like it. Check out how nice it is having this rear-facing camera. There's cars behind me, and I can see exactly how far they are and what they're doing. In my mirror, it's a little tough to see, but right there, just absolutely fantastic. I'm digging it, guys. Can you tell? I'm really digging the backup camera. I'm turning off, so I've got my signal light on, watching my backup camera, and I can see a truck or a car coming up on me. And the beauty is, I can just see up there with a quick glance and make sure everything is clear. And there the car goes by. Well, guys, my thoughts on the FXT 7-inch monitor backup camera is it's kind of awesome. Really enjoy it. Was easy to hook up. Looks great. The picture quality is fantastic. Yeah, it's, you know what? I think I'm actually going to get some more and put one on my motorhome and put one on each of my other cabovers, because the handy thing is the cabover has blind spots on the passenger side. So I'm going to see about hooking up a camera on the passenger side, maybe even the driver's side. And I could even have a forward facing camera, and you can set it up so that it records on a loop. So it's like having a dash camera in your truck that you can also use for, you know, rear view camera or what have you. And in an RV, this is especially handy because, you know, they're not the easiest thing to drive sometimes. So if you're thinking about a backup camera, I highly recommend this one. And